I need some space.
Space from me?
Yes.
You think I never wanted to run away from you? When I was 16 and tethered to the house with a 1-year-old?
That wasn't my fault.
It was a little your fault.
I don't want to be around this.
Neither do I.
Yeah, but I'm not the one on house arrest.
That's an amazing question. Wow. Would she have, I mean, look, I think the right answer here is yes. But I think probably the reality of the situation is no. As much as it's the most horrifying outcome for Georgia, but at the same time, she's still Georgia, and now we're off the hook. So
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Until the effects, we see it from Austin and Jenny. That's
Right.
gonna be
Till we
the
see
fallout.
It's going to be the catalyst for quite a bit of tension.
Yeah.
And it kind of breaks my heart that this is the first time we're going to see tension between Ginny and Austin.
Yeah.
We've never had to see that before. And
Yeah.
when they started planting those seeds, I remember on set feeling so sad.
Yeah. I think Ginny was desperately knew that she needed to speak to her mom about this, but also had a sense of trepidation because she could, like, this is the one thing, I think. This is probably the one thing since season 1, like, you need to be on birth control.
This is the whole reason we moved away.
Yeah, like,
this is, yes.
Yeah, you are not gonna have, you know.
No.
And so I think she obviously was also quite fearful of not knowing how her mother would react. But then when she does sneak in and she you know, gives her the news, I think it's just so funny that they're like so emotional and it's just so overwhelming. And then George is like, I can't tell you what to do. And Ginny's like, now you have a boundary, like at this moment in time. But I think it's beautiful because it really just shows how far they've come. And I think for Ginny, having her mom give her the space to make such a decision for herself really goes a long way. And probably even helps her, you know, gain the confidence to sort of take things into her own hands later on.
It's true.
Yeah.
I think it was really good for their relationship.
Yeah.
I think, of course, everyone, I mean, who doesn't want to feel needed, right? I think especially as a mother, and especially Georgia, desperately wants to feel needed by primarily Ginny. So having the kids not at home and then having Ginny, the lengths that she goes to get into the house, I think help Georgia pivot to give Ginny the agency that none of us were expecting. I think Georgia is coming face to face with a lot of these consequences that are nothing short of purely devastating for her. So she's trying to be a good mom in this moment because she's very aware that the perceived danger her children were in, and everyone thinks she's a bad mom. So this is George's attempt at trying to be a good mom. But I think it helped so much that she felt needed by Ginny in that moment.